you're all gonna join in. And if you're not, I'm gonna shame you. Shame and blame. We're gonna fabulous clap. You ready? And! No, not like this. Turn sideways and show them how you're doing it. Girl, do that one more time. Do it. Yeah. Now, watch this. Ready? Where are my hard of hearing and deaf friends? Where are they? Hey, solo act. Look at you, girl. Thank you. Love you. I love you too. And thank you again for my gift. Ready? So you're gonna go like, do it again. Go. Do this. Stand up, turn around, turn around. Now, she knows, I know, she's coming up, girl. See, it pays to be deaf because you don't listen. Look, are you ready? Yeah, you do, okay. I want you. She said, I want you to before she even answered. All right, watch everybody applaud. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go! Fabulous! Brilliant. Thank you. Sassy bitch. Look at her. Hey, wait a minute. No, wait a minute. We got it. So it's a pun. Yeah, I did, but in a good way. I can call you anything I want, right? Yeah. You know why? Because I'm hung like a donkey. She just said, that's true. Thank you.
I'll teach you some more someday.
Whoa, okay. I can't wait. Thank you, my love. So, how many people follow me on social media? Did you follow me? Okay, not this most recent one where I sat on the chair on takeoff and it broke underneath me and I had to sit in first class like this on the floor during takeoff. Right? No one paid any attention to me and I finally had to say, excuse me, would you look at my seat? And the young lady came over and she went, threw it back on top of the seat, walked away and looked at me and went, So jump back a week earlier. We're on a flight from Los Angeles to Washington, D.C. And you know Kelsey also travels with me all the time, right? So I'm sitting by the window and Kelsey's sitting here. Flight's going great. We're flying really well. Things are fine. A little bit of turbulence now and then, but a normal flight. Until. This is what you don't want to hear from a flight attendant. Ready? Down the aisle, she runs. She gets the phone, she goes, facing us. So you're the passengers, right? It's a really big plane. She's facing us, she goes, yes. Hi, folks. When the pilot says folks, you're fucked, okay? Oh, folks, we have a little situation. Oh, shit. There's a slight problem we're having from the mechanics of the aircraft. I'm like, what? Kelsey looks at me and she goes, huh? I'm like, it's fine. There's a slight problem with the mechanics. We're having a slight trouble with our flaps. Kelsey looked at me and I went, don't, it's not a panel. We're gonna have to divert and go to, instead of to Washington Reagan Airport, where it's a very short runway, we're gonna have to divert to Washington Dulles because it's a long runway and we're gonna need the extra room to stop. What? Kelsey turned to me, she went, is it okay? I went, it's fine, we're fine. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just want seatbelts. We're about to hit major turbulence. She turns to me, she goes, are we okay? I'm like, yeah, we're fine. She's like, are you sure we're okay? I'm like, yes, we're gonna be fine. How do you know we're gonna be okay? My dad used to design airplanes. We're gonna be okay. They don't, but it's the backup system. I know it's the backup system, but we'll be okay. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. I turn to the window and go, and I look out the window just to make sure the wings are still attached. Well, then, there's a whole calm goes across the aircraft, right? It's like, as soon as that announcement was made, it was like, and the airplane was quiet. And all you could hear was the flight attendants going about their duty, smiles on their faces like nothing's happened, they're still carrying on. And someone comes up with a big plastic bag, and she starts walking down the aisle. And she's going, thank you, just put that in there, put that in there, thank you, put that in there. I went, excuse me, don't you do this just before we land? She said, yes. I said, well, why are you doing it now? We're over Chicago. We've got another hour and a half. She went, we're just getting rid of all the fire hazards. I went, fire hazards? Housewife, are we going to be okay? I went, yes! Fire hazards? What do you mean, fire hazards? Well, when we land with no flaps, she'll be fine because the pilot is totally in control of the plane and her face is, she's sweating, right? She said, when we land and we come to a stop, we're going to have to use the brakes very hard and there is the possibility of a fire. I turned to Kelsey and I went, we'll be fine, okay. Well, the rest of the hour and a half of the flight, it was the worst flight we've ever had. Because all we could think about was what was to come landing at Dulles Airport. And we're making our approach eventually. Pilot came on to reassure us, ladies and gentlemen, we'll all be fine. Everything's going to be good. Thank you very much for flying American Airlines, and we trust you'll fly with us again, folks. Okay, so we come and we land. We touch down. Just before we touch down, Kelsey looks at me and she's knuckling into the armrest. And I turned to her and I went, just tighten the seatbelt a little. Tighten the seatbelt, make sure you know where the emergency exit is, and if there's a problem, just climb over people. And make sure you take my shoes and the coat with you. Priorities, right? So we land and we stop, and everybody on the plane, nobody applauded. I'm like, we should applaud the pilot since we landed fine. However, no one can applaud because we looked outside. There's fire trucks everywhere. There's things happening. There's sirens going, and the pilot comes back and he goes, well, ladies and gentlemen, not folks, because we're alive. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we seem to have landed, and we've just got some friends out there. Meantime, they're checking the plane to see if there aren't any flames underneath. And Kelsey goes to me, I've got my phone on. She goes, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean, what am I doing? She said, what are you doing with your phone? Are you recording the firemen? In case there's a fire? I went, no. There's two really hot firemen right there, and I'm just doing this and sending it to Scott right now. Hey, I figured we were on the ground. I just needed to jump off the plane if anything went wrong. Oh my God, that was the best. Anyway, so great to be back with you. Yeah? I love my signers. I didn't think you guys would be here. Things changed. Good. Who did you beat up? When you're fighting in sign language, what do? You just punch. Yeah, I guess it means the same thing, right? You just don't hear, so you don't really know if you're beating the shit out of somebody, right? Sorry. I thought of something really naughty there, and I'm not going there. I will, though, when you're up on stage. Yes, there we go. I want to get to questions right away for everybody, because I love doing the questions. I love feeding off of you, because you are my life, right? So if you want to come up here if you have questions. One person. Are you kidding me? Are you crazy? All right, so now, once you're in line, if you can sit down, I know they're probably going to go, don't make me sit on the floor, but if you can, so people behind you can see, right? Because we're not on the big screen, which is rather disappointing. Are you eating candy? Share it. What is it? Do you need these for some medical reason? No, give me a packet. Please pass them back. I don't want them to be upset with me. When I'm in the theater, that's the worst. I'm just going to give you a little theater etiquette right now. When you're in the theater and you have a bag of candy and it's a wrapper, open the fucking things before you go in. Because we can hear you on the stage. I was once doing a show, Anything Goes, one of my first shows, and I'm doing, dancing, doing a beautiful dance number, and all of a sudden, you hear the sweet rappers going, but the best at a matinee on a Wednesday were two old ladies down in front. This is exactly what I heard. Two Scottish ladies. Are you alright, Marge? Yeah, I'm fine. It's a good show, isn't it? Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm going. Looking at them like, what? It's lovely. Do you want a sandwich? Yeah, what do you have? I've got ham and cheese and I've got smoked salmon. Do you want some salt in yours? Yeah, I'll have some salt. Because they wrapped it in wax paper. Not saran wrap, but wax paper. We're in England, remember. You wipe your ass with wax paper. So they're unwrapping and unwrapping, and I'm doing the number, and we hit a pause, and I just turn and I go, could you hurry up? Do you know what she did? Oh, Mr. Barrowman, would you like some? I'm busy. Yes, my love. How are you? Good. Pull the mic down a little bit. Just bend it down. There you go.
What do you say to bullies?
Come really close. There you go.
What do you usually say to bullies?
What do I say to bullies? How old are you?
Well, maybe
Speaking of the mic.
February.
Say it again.
I was at the con in February when you talked about shoe size with David Tennant, and I was dying. I understand what it means now.
I didn't understand a word she said. You were 9? Where's your mother? You horrible woman. I love you. So she's a well-bred, well-educated young girl, yes? Right? So I'm allowed to speak freely, yes? Are you nodding? No, the woman behind you's nodding, right? You're not her fucking mother, shut up. Mom, because you're recording me, I have to ask you this. Are you okay with it? Yes, you all heard that, right? What's your name, sweetheart?
Serenity.
Serenity. Well, Serenity, you're gonna become something other than Serenity when a bully bullies you. Do you get bullied?
Yes.
You do. Well, the one thing is, know that as everybody in here has probably experienced it at some point, bullying, alienation, being pushed aside, that's why we all get along together, that's why we as a Con family love each other. I was bullied as a kid, and just know that it will get better, right? It will get better. And those people that are bullying you, when they do it, some people say take it, walk away. That is a choice, not like being gay. You can turn and walk away. However, from the John Barrowman School of Life, I recommend you say something to the extent of, you're an asshole. Now, if the teacher gives you into trouble, you turn to the teacher and say, how dare you give me into trouble for standing up for myself, for saying a naughty word, when you're not even telling this bully to stop bullying me. forceful. My big thing is that as you grow up and as we get older, don't accept people treating you badly. Because we turn and walk away, we're like, oh my gosh, they're treating us badly. We need to stand up for ourselves more. We need to push forward and we need to fight back a little bit in a way that's going to outsmart them and make them look like the stupid jerks that they are. Now, never ever, Serenity, discuss things about shoe size until you're 18. Hey, Mom. Mom. Love you. On the news tonight, Channel 5, actor John Barrowman was arrested today. I'm sure you would all put up bail, right? All right, now how old are you?
I'm 20 despite the fact that I look 12.
20 despite the fact that you look 12.
Yes, and the little boy school uniform doesn't help either.
Okay, well, I'm not going there either. I'm sure some people in this room will. Anyway, go ahead.
First, I just wanted to say that me and my dad asked
Can we turn, I can barely hear what they're saying. Can you rank up the sound a little bit? Thank you very much.
Hello.
It's important for me to hear my people. Yes.
First, I just want to say that me and my dad absolutely love you, like, especially from Doctor Who, because that's when I got hooked on. That's how I know you from. And then, you know, Arrow came around, and I was like, wow, that's not what I expected, but I still love him.
Yeah, because it's not Captain Jack.
Well, yeah,
Because I am an actor, and it is my job to do.
well, yeah, obviously.
Did you watch?
Yes, I love the Arrow.
Point.
But like, anyway. I wanted to ask, like, between Stephen Amell and David Tennant, who did you mess with more, and what was the funniest thing you did to either of them?
What do you mean by mess with?
I know about that.
Okay.
For Stephen, and then for David, all I know is him who was just constantly shaking his fist, just the Barrowman. That's all.
Yeah, well, David and I, you know, got up to a lot. We got up to a lot of craziness. And one of the things that, kind of with David is the fact that, how do I put this? Where do I put it? There is a reason he has big feet. Anyway, shut up, Serenity. You know, I played jokes on, it's difficult because when I was on Torchwood was my show. I was able to do whatever I wanted. I could do the jokes that I wanted because I didn't have the problem of worrying about other people doing their dialogue and screwing them up, right? Because I was the leader of the gang. However, when I was on Doctor Who, that's David's show. That's the Doctor's show. So I'm one of the companions. I had to be very careful about how I wanted to do stuff because, you know, the Doctor says an awful lot, right? And if I were to do something daft in the middle of David's speech, I would always get like this. Like, what? What's wrong? He's like, your pants are down. I'm like, and? I'm Jack. He said, not off camera, you're not. So there's all those kind of things. I mean, I used to moon him with hope. Come here, quick, come here. 1 second. Tell everybody how we had a long discussion today about look at all these really good people out here, yes? Stars? What? Stars?
Yes, stars.
Yes. Now tell them how many moons does Pluto have?
Pluto has 5 moons.
And how do we know that?
Because I learned that from planet shows.
Planet shows, because it's science, right?
Right, science.
And it's not fake news.
Not fake news.
Can you give me a good wish before you go off stage? Give me a good wish. 1, 2, 3, go.
Wishes come true.
That's my come true. Thank you very much. So, where was I? Mooning David Tennant. Yeah, so it's those kind of things. Stephen and I got up 12. Stephen was easier to make laugh than David was. But David and I used to do things, you know, we would set things like when we had the chip eat. I think I've told this story before, when we ate chips, French fries. And we decided one night at 2 o'clock in the morning it would be a really good thing to have French fries while we were filming in the scene. But what we forgot, like, we'd never done this before, you know what I mean? We'd have to do about 25 takes and eat French fries on every take. Now, in the order of when things go, on call sheets it's like number 1, 2, and 3, right? Well, David was number 1, and then Billy was number 2, and Jack was number 3. So in the scene, if it's a number 1 and a number 3, number 1 films all their stuff first, then we flip around to number 3. So I was at the end of the day, which was 4 o'clock in the morning. Having done all David's stuff, still eating chips. They got to me and they're like, and action, and I'm supposed to talk and eat them. I can't eat anymore chips. We're gonna have to cut, why? Because I'm about to vomit up potatoes. And David would sit and laugh at me. Have you seen the cake video?
The one where he goes into the car and he's like, or you go in the car and you're like, David, he's like, what? And he's like, I have cake, and he goes, yay! Is it that one?
It was a little more energetic than that.
I'm not David. I don't pretend to be David Tennant.
Yeah, no, because I when I went, David, I've got a cake, and he went, yay, cake! Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, that's it. That's what we did. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun. And David and I, when we get together, when we do conventions, and we'll always go out to dinner, we have great times reminiscing, and we always reminisce. At the end of the night, when we've had a couple of cocktails, we turn to look at each other and go, isn't it awesome to be part of the such artists in the world? I mean, David's great. I give you a hug. We're the golden age. Yeah, we're the best. Like, yes, let's go home. We have a great time. Thank you. Yes, my love. The one who pretends to be a mother.
Yeah, because I don't want to have any kids of my own, so I don't want kids of my own, so I'm just gonna pretend.
Okay. There's a couple wandering around here. Let's be home with you.
I got a sister who's 9 years younger than me. That's enough.
Say that again?
I have a sister who is 9 years younger than me. That's enough.
Oh, okay. You can have her. What's your question, love?
Your costumes are always so amazing. I'm just wondering where you get all of your information from and how you keep coming.
Well, this inspiration was from a thing called the TARDIS.
Well, I mean, there's the target, but I mean, like, with the other things, like, you always put a fun spin on stuff. So, where do you get the inspiration for all the fun?
I don't know, I have 2 young ladies, the team, they're called Elhofer Design, and they do all my cosplay. 2 other people who buy their stuff, because they're so fucking expensive. Right? Yeah, Elhofer Design, and what I do is I give them ideas, they come back, they have drawings. I've got one planned, there's a kind of a dress that I have planned for upcoming things that just that's awesome. That's what I'm gonna say. And I have that, so I got this suit and I said, you know what, I've done the TARDIS dress. I kind of want to gender things around a little bit. Still do the high heels, but I want to bling this out where it looks like a fairy has shit all over me this morning. Right? And that's that. And that's why, look, I mean, I'm going to show you the inside because it's absolutely amazing. 1 second. Just fill the time by talking, would you? Here, wait a second. You gotta see this because it was just, this was a suit I bought online, right? And they did that to it. Can you see? But everything is kind of accented and highlighted, so it's not only sparkling on the outside, it's sparkling. Someone shouted out too soon. Wait your turn! So yeah, they do that, and then I also do all sorts of things where I kind of, I'll watch so much shows where popular, like for instance, I have a Cersei for Game of Thrones that I do, and the last time I did it, I walked out with 2 guys in Speedos on chains, and I walked out with them, and I had the full black on, then I ripped it off, and I had some hot pants with some green flame sparkles that went out with hot pants. I've also got Princess Leia. Yeah, where last time I did it with Princess Leia, that was wrong. Last time I did Princess Leia, no, that sounds bad. When I cosplayed Princess Leia, thank you, you must be a teacher. You are. Jesus. I came out and I had the full white on and I pulled off the hood and then I whipped it off and I had R2-D2 hot pants on. So it's just, I'm a fan like you guys. I love this. I love cosplaying. I love being silly. I love having fun. I love celebrating my geekdom and my nerd-isms. Yeah, so that's why I love doing it. And I just come up with it. I'll wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and go, Scott! He's like, what? I have a fabulous idea! And he goes, okay, you're not interested. And I'm so not interested now. Ugh. Stick with me, people. Stick with me. Yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, my love.
Hi, I'm Maddie Ziegler. And my
Who?
Maddie Ziegler.
Maddie
My
Sinclair?
friend Thea.
Oh yes, gotcha.
Okay, we just want you to nod when we get it right, okay?
Wait, start again. Start again. He's a bad man. We need to freeze him and send him to Pluto. That's not fair. Get up here and show them. Just step up here. You don't need to come to the steps. There you go. Okay. Did you all see what he did? So I'm trying to get you center stage. Don't worry, you'll have your moment. Fucking hell. I'll go back. He wants me to stop when he gets to the right. Do you know what I thought he meant at first? How wide's your ass? I'm like, that's not good. Stop it. You do understand what he's doing, don't you? Is there anybody? This man looks like he's so confused right now. Is there anybody who is confused right now? Raise your hand. Yeah, are you confused? How old are you? What? You're 18? 8? Talk to your mom and dad on the way home in the car. He's showing me how big I like my Subway sandwiches. When I say go, you're going to do it, and I'm going to tell you how big I like my Subway sandwiches. Hey! She's the fucking cider, not you. And from the looks of it, it's wishful thinking. Stop. There you go. How did you sign that? Same way? Okay, girl, all right. So it means the same thing in sign language, right? Yeah, got it. Subway sandwiches, love them. Yeah. How old are you?
17.
17. Okay.
Yes. Hi.
Hi.
So, I just want to say that I'm a big fan of your performance in Arrow. I think you're one of the best villains in the show. I thought the best. And I just have a question. What was the inspiration that you had to portray Merlin on the show?
What was the inspiration? I gotta be totally honest with you. I'm not one of those actors who kind of mulls over stuff and is like, oh, I don't know what to do. How do I approach this character? I just read the scripts, I get a vibe for it, and I get up and I do it. Now, if something goes wrong or something's not right, usually the director will come up to you and say, we want you to play it this way, and that's my job. I'm there to kind of interpret it and do it. However, if I feel strongly about something, I will continue doing it, and I'll have a little talk and say, no, I don't really agree with you, but I'll try it. Then you go back and do your own thing, and the director goes, oh, that's awesome, right? Seriously. And you're like, whatever. Malcolm Merlin, It was easy to be an asshole. It really was. It was so easy. And I'm a nice guy, so it was really fun to be that bad and mean. However, what I loved about it is you guys came on that journey with me. People from the Whovian universe, the housewives, from all the stuff that you watched me on. You came on the journey with me, and you kind of accepted it. You were with open arms. And the one thing, the comments that I read, and the things that everybody was saying, they're like, "You're still mean and you're evil, and we hate it, but we love it because we know when you smile, you're about to kill somebody." And that used to be the thing. You don't want Malcolm to smile at you, because if you do, you're dead. Yeah? But did you enjoy it? Yes?
I love your performance.
Good, thank you very much. I appreciate it. What was your name? Alex. Nice to meet you, Alex.
Nice to meet you, sir.
See you later.
Thanks, have a great day.
Bye! Please tell me you're over 18.
Yes, I'm 19.
You're 19. It's vodka. My friend. Yes. What's your name?
Kate.
Kate. So kiss me, Kate, thou lovely Lou. There we go, let me move. Oh, kiss me, Kate, darling and junkie boy. Thank you. Thanks for your question. Anyway, next. No, go ahead.
That was awesome. Okay, so,
That's why I don't do karaoke. You know, like, people will be like, "Come to the karaoke night and sing." I'm like, "No, because I don't like singing badly." That was really bad. Yes.
I love that. I just want to say
You're easily pleased. 19. Go ahead. You're going to college, are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, good luck.
Yeah, it's all good. I went to high school.
It's all good. You were in high school. Yeah, we all were.
So I'm actually studying astronomy and astrophysics. Mainly, I think that's really accredited.
Speak up just a little bit.
Sorry. I speak quietly.
Sounds terrible in here.
I know. So I'm studying astronomy and astrophysics, and a large part of like that credit definitely goes to Doctor Who. That was like the turning point. So like, thank you for being part of such an amazing sci-fi show.
Listen, I'm not the reason she's an physicist, you know?
So I just wanted to ask if you could go anywhere in time, see anything, any time, place, what would you want to see forward or backward?
That is an easy answer for me, and get your tissues out, because I would go back to probably like the mid-80s, about 80, between 80 and 85, or even a little bit before, because my grandmother used to come to all of my performances. She was in a wheelchair, and my mom and dad would bring her to all the stuff that I did, like at Opryland, or when I performed in high school, when I did musicals, when I was in the swing choir, like the Glee choir, and my grand was always, like yourself, young man, sitting right there, and she was looking up and having a great time, always smiling. Everybody knew her, and she used to always support me in that way. What I'd love to do is go back, sit next to her and go, "Let me take you somewhere and show you what's happened. Because look what I've done. Look where I've come from, singing in the swing choir or singing in the church choir. Look who's watching me now," and just take her point to point to point to point, and then take her back and know that she's seen it before she goes. You'll go ahead and read it, because you'll understand why I say that kind of stuff about my grand. So yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, they're happy feelings though. Happy feelings. Hello. I love the way you just walked up there.
I was on the floor.
I know you were on.
I'm not 19, so the knees can't do the floor.
Got it. I got a remedy for that.
I just wanted to say thank you so much for being you, because when I have depression issues or when my mother's having
Good.
And I think you and Scott are wonderful.
Thank you.
And my question is, I'm a theater major, or was many years ago, and you have such an amazing theater background. Have you ever thought about doing a one-man show? Because I would love.
Oh yeah. Never thought about it. For the last 8 years, I've done my solo tours in the UK because people over here don't know me as being a singer or really as a theater performer. I've only done 2 Broadway shows, just 2, only 2. So it's difficult to get promoters to allow me to, take over big theaters. However, we are planning some stuff, and all I'll say is if you enjoy me singing, you enjoy this kind of thing, I do a big one-man show where I have video monitors, I show videos, things throughout my career, from shows, backstage, things like, behind the scenes that we did at Doctor Who, Torchwood, stuff from, when I did a Celebrity Get Me Out of Here in the UK. We do a whole kind of sequence things. I do the stories, I tell things, but I integrate music into it so that all the stories lead to a song and a performance. And guaranteed, you will go away. You think you're entertained here, you will be bowled over if you saw one of my concert tours. So just watch my social media because we're trying to talk and fix something where people on this side of the pond can see it. So and I'm asking you as a favor, as my fan family, if you help make that a success, this is maybe a little cheeky of me, but if you help make it a success, it means that it opens the door for me to do bigger and better things concert-wise over here. So I'm asking you really kindly, please. I'd appreciate it, okay? So watch my social media. By the way, love your dress. TARDIS, I've been in you. Anyway, did you? It says long?
Yes.
Okay.
That's me.
That's how you like your subs.
Maybe I'm a little bit longer than you are.
Serenity, should I ask him his shoe size? Her mom's not yes. What size shoe?
Oh, we're 12, baby.
12. Well, so do I. That means you can fit in my socks.
I don't know, I'd have to ask Scott about that.
What?
I'd have to ask Scott about that.
You'd have to ask Scott about that. Well, he's also a 12. We share socks. A lot.
John, I can ask you questions about Doctor Who, Torchwood, or Arrow all day, but I did something before we came in.
I don't want to know about that, Mr. Long.
I want a bigger audience. I asked my girlfriend to marry me today, and she said yes. So I'd like everybody in the room to applaud her. Elizabeth, stand up.
Hey. Wait. I have an idea, okay? Let's pretend it hasn't happened yet. Do you have the ring? Okay, go back, get the ring, take it off. Go, hurry! And then, I want you to, you, sweetheart, you come up in the line, okay? And you come here. What's your name? Trevor Long. Trevor, you sit there and you pretend like no, stand by the microphone. And just go with me, but at some point, okay, I'm gonna get you up here. Don't record, you recorded this? Because let's pretend this is the first time it's happened, okay? And you'll play along, and then you put he proposed me from all these people, we go amazing! Okay? Alright? It's called manipulation, but who gives a fuck, alright? So, at some point I'll say, come on up here, and who's this cutie? Bring her up here, and then you do it, and you guys will roar, and we'll be fabulous, and then we put it online, and we can say to everybody else, look what happened to my fucking pal, okay? Alright. Okay, so, and 3, 2, 1, action. Hey, what's your name?
My name's Trevor.
Trevor, why is that on your Long?
Yes, sir.
Trevor Long, get up here. I like your name. How big's your feet?
12.
-2. Show me how big your sandwich, you like your sandwiches from Subway. Show me. A foot long. All right, Trevor. Are you with him? What's your name? Elizabeth. Come up here. Elizabeth, how long do you like your Subway sandwiches? About the same, a foot long, you dirty bitch. So, Trevor, what's going on?
I have a question for her.
What is it? Don't say it yet!
Will you marry me?
Yes! And scene! Thank you, guys. If you tell anybody that wasn't real, I will find you. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Who's next? Well, hello.
Hi.
How old are you?
15.
15.
So, first I wanted to say thank you for being you and showing me that it's okay for queer people to be out and who they are everywhere in the world.
And never accept being told not to. Can't hear. Go ahead.
You were a big help in my coming out, and especially with my mom, because we watched Arrow, not Arrow, Doctor Who together.
As long as you watched all of them, I don't care. I was queer in every one of them. Underneath all that persona was a big queer. And totally proud of it.
As you should be. But my question for you was, I know that you recently have gotten a role instead of as Captain Jack as the Doctor in a new audio spin-off. What are your thoughts and what can you tell us really about that?
Well, I am Doctor, oh my gosh, number 6. Yeah, I go back and I'm Doctor, I was doing math in my head there. Jack meets up with Doctor number 6 and becomes Doctor number 6. So he played, I don't want to spoil it, but in the studio I put the coat on. Just to get into it, right? And Jack actually became 6 and I played him with how I thought he sounded. Which is really funny. Because he's gonna be so pissed, Colin's gonna be so pissed off. No, he was fine, he loved it. He was like, do I sound like that? I'm like, yeah, bubbly. A bubbling idiot. Anyway, but I also teased, I put, when the jacket was on, I took some selfies a long time ago, which had the cat. You know, because he has the cat pin. And I teased with that. People were like, what is that? You've got, you're 15, I can't. You got a cat on your shoulder. Yeah. The what? I'm sure you are, but you're still 15. I know you progressive 15-year-old gays know a lot more than I did then. So but I have to be an adult here. Really? Are you here alone? Xander. How old Xander?
17.
17. Well, you can both shut me up right now. No, so I tease with that, and I love doing the audios because what it does for me, and I love the fact that you guys listen to them, because it keeps Jack alive. It keeps him going not only in the Whovian universe, but in the Woody universe, and And I just love doing it. He's a character that I love to play, and every time I put that coat on, Kelsey will attest for this, if I do photo ops and stuff like that, I become Jack. I don't do anything rude, silly, outrageous. I am Jack. And she said, your face and your demeanor changes. So anytime I can put that coat on, or put on another coat to be part of that movie world, I'll do it at the drop of a hat. So yeah, I'm glad. Listen to it. It's quite cool.
Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Out proud. Yes.
My friend John can't be here today because he had a family emergency.
What happened?
But he wanted me to ask you.
Listen, did she?
Oh, sorry, what?
I was concerned there. She's like, I don't give a shit what you're saying. That's my moment, and I want to record you. What happened? Are you allowed to talk about it?
For his aunt in Puerto Rico.
It was what?
A funeral for his aunt.
Oh, I'm
in Puerto
sorry.
Rico.
I'm sorry, but I love Puerto Rico. I do!
Yes. So he wanted me to ask you. He knows about Scott. He wants to know if you are interested in a young, hot Latino with a big ass.
Sí, claro. Scott will love him too. Anyway, next! Yes.
You probably get this all the time, but I just want to say.
I don't get it all the time. How old are you?
I'm old enough to understand all the jokes.
That doesn't make a difference. I understood a lot of jokes when I was 9. Look at fucking Serenity over there. How old are you?
16.
16. Okay.
I just want to say that I really appreciate your portrayal of John Marcus because I really relate to his character, being gay myself, and it's really helped me through a lot. I just want to ask, what's it like in the entertainment industry as a queer man openly out? And like, are there any kind of difficulties with that you experience?
I was like one of the first ones to come out and be open. And when I did, I was in an interview and I said it to, in an interview I said something to the extent of, at the time, I said my partner, my boyfriend, and he looked at me and the guy went, you realize you've just come out? And I went, yes. And he said, are you okay with that? I said, look, how long have I been doing this? How long have I been in this industry? And I'm a single man. Well, sorry, I'm a man who lives with another man, 3 dogs that are groomed better than some people. We live in Chelsea. I drive a fabulous car, and I love musical theater. What other signs do you need? Huh? He's not my roommate. You know what I'm saying? And when people say, this is my roommate, they're not gay, please. All right? Call them a flatmate, because they're always laying down. Anyway, never mind, you're 16. Anyway, I never really found it difficult in the industry because I never allowed it to be difficult. If somebody didn't want me and I knew it was because, in fact, at one point I was recording a pop single in the UK, and my agent at the time came to me and said they're worried about you being open about who you are, and they think that it's going to be a problem you being gay and being in the pop industry. And I was like, well, they spent all this money. What do they want to do? And they're like, well, they want you not to talk about it. I'm like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. So they can screw the pop record, and I'm not going to be a pop star. That's it. I wasn't going to be something that I wasn't in order to achieve success, because I knew that if I was honest about myself, and with the people who were there before me, who were being honest about themselves and fighting and losing their lives for it, right? And I, who grew up in the era of people who were dying because of who they were, there was no cure or treatment for HIV and AIDS, and your generation now can grow up being free and being able to do what you want to do, still being careful, but living your lives in a much more open society. I knew I had to fight for that. I knew I had to make it better for other people who were coming before me. I couldn't be selfish by it. I couldn't lie about who I was. So if people didn't want me for that reason, how come? I don't care. Because accept me with open arms because I knew there was a lot more like me out there who would accept it, and that's what happened. So, when you're older and you're running a TV company and I'm 70 and need to work, you better fucking employ me. That actually happened. That was how Greg Berlanti hired me. He used to watch me on Central Park West, and Greg Berlanti was our producer for the Arrowverse. He said, you were an inspiration to me because you were open and you were out, and I used to watch your programs and watch you as a gay man play all these characters. He said, and I'm hiring you now. And I'm like, yeah. And he now hires, I call it blind casting, he hires a lot of people to play characters no matter what their sexuality. So it's awesome. Yes, my love.
Hi.
Hi.
It is Teacher Appreciation Month next week.
It's what?
Teacher Appreciation.
Teacher appreciation.
If you have a teacher you remember is special.
Well, we have 3 teachers in our family. So I know that teachers are way underpaid and they take a lot more shit than they really have to take in schools, and they need a lot more support, and they should not be going through half the stuff they do with all these lockdowns and school shootings. It's just not what teachers should be doing and be facing up to. That's me saying. However, I had favorite teachers, yes, and those favorite teachers for me were the ones who inspired me and made me be who I am today by letting me be creative. And my English teacher, Miss Grider, she used to laugh. She was as naughty as I was in class with the double entendres, and she would always say something and look at me, and I'd go, she's like, yeah. She smoked like 500 cigarettes, and she's like, Barrowman, I like you. Come up and give the report, but don't swagger too much. And then I had Mr. Wilson, who put me in from the regular reading and English class, put me in the gifted program to challenge me. I found I was gifted in other ways, you know, but that's right, musically. My music teacher's everything. So I'm a big fan of teachers, big time, big time. I can't hear you.
I love how you remember her name and I'll do my best.
Great, thank you. Yeah, speaking of teachers, here's one. Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
You actually.
I don't know what that is.
I have just a little Dr. Who class. You actually met a couple.
Yes, I did. I met most of them today. That was awesome.
There'll be another bunch tomorrow.
Okay.
The young lady took my questions, so I'll just actually share a brief story with you. We watched Parting of the Waves, and normally in Doctor Who, when somebody kisses, I get a lot of kids going, yeah, they're kissing. But when you kissed Rose and then the doctor, a hush fell over the room, and then I talked to the kids afterwards, and I said, you usually are grossed out by people kissing. Why was it that you were not by that? And they said, well, we didn't know that the doctor kissed people. And we didn't know that Captain Jack liked the doctor that way. And so we had this wonderful discussion because of what you did in that moment, whether it was scripted or whether it was something you improvised, where all these 7 to 10-year-olds were able to say, you know, it doesn't matter who you like, it's love, and it's a wonderful thing. And that was why we did that, because if you go back 8 to 10 years ago, it was not the norm, and it was in the script that Jack kissed Rose and kissed the doctor. It didn't say how, but I talked to Russell and I said, look, I want to do it in exactly the same way. I want to show the same amount of love for Rose as I do for the doctor, because I want people to make up their own minds. I want them to see that love is blind. It can be for anybody. And that's it. So the point was made, and that's great that 8 to 10 years on, slightly unfortunate, we're still having to have the discussion. However, kudos to you as a teacher who allows that discussion to happen in the classroom, because we need more teachers like you to open things up, to be less afraid to talk about stuff. Because the more we talk, the better off it is for other people. And there's probably kids in that class who went through what I did at 8, 9 years old, and they don't understand what it is going on in their head and their bodies. But if they are shown that it's okay, no matter who they are, it lets them be a healthier, much more wonderful person growing up and able to be themselves. So thank you for that. Yeah. I have less than 5 minutes. And do you want me to sing something for you? Okay, so Do you want a fast song, or you've already heard 1,000 Years here before, haven't you? Yeah, so they're like, yeah, it was an old one. Do you want I Am What I Am or Copacabana? Copacabana. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire questions, okay? So quick fire. Ready? Go. Well, I'm going to sing a song, so thank you very much. I'll do that in a minute. Yes?
Hi, I was wondering, what is your favorite Broadway song to sing?
I don't say favorites, however, that anything goes is what started my career, came in the middle of my career, and Cole Porter has played a huge part in my recording career. Because it was my first album. It went to the number 6 in the jazz charts in the US, and I'm really proud of that. Yes?
Is there anything you'd change about Torchwood?
No.
I've noticed you've been compassionate and loving about people.
Say it again?
I've noticed you've been very compassionate and loving with people with disabilities. Was there someone in your life that changed you and made you that way? Because a lot of celebrities just don't care about the disabled.
No,
She seemed accepting.
Yeah, no, but because I'm a gay man, we were shunned and moved, and I see that a lot of people who have disabilities or are challenged in that way are pushed out and everything, and I'm about equality and letting everybody, have their best life they possibly can. My grandmother was in a wheelchair. My mother now has a walker because of a broken hip. So in a way, I have people around me with like that. However, I don't say like that in that way. Don't please misunderstand me. But I'm trying to answer it quickly. I just think everybody deserves the best love and chance that they can have. And no matter who you are or what you are or how you are capable of doing something, you deserve every opportunity. No one should stand in your way. And that's why I climb all over chairs and do photographs. The same way I do a room with able-bodied people. I'm all over you in a wheelchair because I love you. When you're 18. Yes, Richard.
Favorite line that Malcolm ever said in Arrow? What is your favorite line that Malcolm's ever said in Arrow?
Everyone must die! First of all, thank you very much, everybody. I'm sorry about it being kind of like an echoey room, but we did it. We got through it. I love you, Dallas. You know this. This is for you. Please join in, sing along, have some fun. Hit it! Crank it up! You gotta shake it, girl. I need the word. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl with yellow feathers